Hey guys, it's Lennon. We're back in another ranking video, our first re-rank video. And today I'll just do the whole Friday the 13th franchise. Not the... I might not be doing Jason and Michael Myers. I might do that during another year because first off, the internet quality was not good that month. And number two, I am actually busy with school stuff. So at least I did watch all the Friday the 13th movies, and then I'm just gonna do a re-ranking of all of them. And besides, we did see Jason and the Fortnitemares, so I did decide to just remake them. And forgot to mention, it did change. So in number 12, still in the bottom, is Friday the 13th Part 8. This movie just mostly takes place on a cruise ship. And this movie bores me out. Bad characters, bad kills. The one good scene from this trash movie is the head punch. That's like 3 to 5 seconds. And for the last 10 minutes, we just see Jason in the sewers. So this is going to be a waste of your time if you want to watch a movie taking place in New York. At number 11, we got Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. The reason why it's not in number 12 is because with how bad the plot is, it's still funny. Especially like the mother and son. Negatives, the bad things about this movie. Not only did they decide to do a fake Jason copycat, but it's the fact that it only happened because of a chocolate bar. And they also give Tommy Jarvis PTSD. And like, although almost all of the kills are off screen, I still get to see the makeup for the kills, the art. But besides that, overall, this is kind of a disappointing movie. But at least it's funny. At number 10, we got Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, also known as a lot of people's least favorite Friday the 13th movie. And to start off, the gore is awesome. Like, yes, it is. We have Jason possessing into people's bodies. The characters are not really introduced. Like, the movie's not really letting us know how the characters are like. But besides that, although this is not really a Friday the 13th movie, and I don't know why the Necronomicon appeared in one of those scenes, as they gave Jason his very own house, 'cause cool. Wow. But for anyone who loves score, stay tuned for some really fun kills. At number 9, we have Jason X. This is a stupid movie, but it's a fun one. As we do have characters that are a bit weird. Kills are mid, although I like that freeze-dried scene. Uber Jason is like stronger but stupid. Jason's mask as pre-Uber Jason is meh. But the best thing, this is still entertaining. And if you're a fan of sci-fi and you're a fan of horror, you're welcome to watch this. This can also be considered a so bad it's fun. At number 8, we have the original. Although it is a classic, it's not really a masterpiece. With the kills being kind of boring, I get what they're up to, actually. I do appreciate the start of the film, of the franchise. We did start knowing the reason why Mrs. Voorhees is killing. And for any Friday the 13th fans that wants to start the franchise, you will be welcome to start watching this. And by the way, I am a Friday the 13th fan myself, so that's what I will also do. At number 7, we got Friday the 13th, The New Blood. I'm gonna take off some points since this movie does actually take place in the woods, which, don't go to the woods. But the best thing, we have our best look on Jason from this franchise. The girl for the movie, which I'll just call Carrie, even though her real name is Tina. And after she did break the mask, spoiler alert, we actually have the best Jason design without the mask also. And yes, MPA might have cut off the kills, it doesn't keep me from liking it. For number 6 and 5 is equally going to be to Friday the 13th parts. Friday the 13th parts 3 and 2. Although there's like one minor thing that's negative, which is part 3, the 3D effects I am not a fan of, and part 2, the back at Jason, I'm not a fan of. As 3 has the fun characters, 2 has the most fun kills. Although I do like 3's, 2 would be better. And then as in part 3 we have Jason getting his hockey mask for the first time. 2, we have the bad guy Jason. Again, not a fan of. But besides that, they're both classic sequels. I might have 3 as 6 and 2 as 5 for now. Which I might switch them up one day, maybe not. They're both that good. Even though Jason doesn't really show himself that much in another one of those movies. Which I understand why. At number 4, we got Freddy vs. Jason. This is an awesome crossover. As the plot makes sense, and then the fight scene is epic. That minor negative thing, which I'm barely taking points off of it, is really the characters. The characters are not really that good. Which doesn't keep me from enjoying this masterpiece. this is the definition of why I enjoy Jason more than Freddy. And then that devil design on Freddy is underrated. And I do like the design on Jason more than the design on Freddy. At number 3, we have Friday the 13th, the final chapter. As they do have very gruesome kills, horny teenagers. And the design on Jason makes me feel like that he is unstoppable with that head part on him. Well, this is also the start of Tommy Jarvis versus Jason. And the reason why this is not on number 2 or 1 is because of like a similar-ish reason to parts 2 and 3. Doesn't quite show himself that much. Which I did kind of see some of him when they try to hide him. But I am still considering this as a classic. And this is definitely for Friday the 13th fans, including myself, to watch. At number 2, we got Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Which they brought back everything that we like on Friday the 13th. Brought back Jason. Give Tommy back as a way better character. And what Tommy Jarvis said, he's even more powerful now. Which I am having a vibe with that, with those kills. And the soundtrack's awesome, as they are adding Alice Cooper. And this is the first movie to give Jason full appearance, even on the beginning of the movie. As this movie, along with 4, a lot of people will put that on the top. But in number 1, we have Friday the 13th, 2009. A big upgrade from this franchise. As Jason was wearing the bag head from finding the mask. They have that character Amanda being burnt in the fire while inside the camp. And then her boyfriend got a machete to the middle of his head from the beginning of the movie. We also have the final girl, who is wearing a necklace that has a picture of his mother, keeping Jason from killing her. And if you have not watched any Friday the 13th movies, I will suggest you watch this one. This is my opinion. In the comments, you can tell me yours. I am going to put my old Friday the 13th ranking as unlisted. And you can still find my old ranking in my playlist of every other ranking video. So, yep. And I'll see y'all in the next video. And by the way, with Michael and Freddy, I'm trying to do that in another month. And then, like, years later, I'm gonna do all 3 of them. And do a tier list.